So, feels weird to say with you on the call, but hi, Justin.
Hi,
Hi, Justin.
Are you joining the session or like?
No.
I think he's just listening in.
So
Yeah, I'm actually.
who's gonna watch this one?
Oh, you're right. Let me.
No!
Look what you've done.
Damn.
You
I-
killed him.
I respect the man's hustle. Damn. Commitment to the bit.
All right. So, who would like to give a recap of last session and why is it Escher?
Yeah, I feel like I could do that. I think they killed something. That's my recap.
That's pretty much the entire session.
Yeah, something died. I see an enemy and it's got the skull icon on it. So
Okay, Clara's got this. So, Hekara was like, okay, you guys are pretty good after Tavro defeated that other demon thing. And she's like, maybe you can stand up to my champion that I've been creating with the Is It League under the covers, like secret. So this monstrosity thing that's like a fleshy construct with pincer thingy majiggers enters the ring, and then she basically is like, ding ding, battle on. So Tavro's already in there, but the rest of the group rushed in to defeat said construct. Lots of battling happened. I honestly don't remember the exact movements of the battle, but we ended up defeating it. But before that happened, I remember one thing in particular because it was my thing. Clara determined she was gonna have one of the other chained up demons come help. So she recruited this demon in the middle here, you see, and she said, "Hey, if you join our team and fight that big construct thing, I'll give you whatever you want." And she was like, "I want some of your power." And she's like, "Okay, sure," because she doesn't know what she's doing. So it entered on our team. We went and fought the thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were almost dying. And then at the end, it was like, okay, time to give me your power. And Clara, trying to make kind of a show of it because she's, again, doesn't know what she's doing. But she basically sliced her arm open, used thaumaturgy to make her voice very loud, and announced that she was creating this demon thrall, or that she was bequeathing some of her power to it. And then it sucked her blood, and then here we are.
Okay, I am leveled up.
And yes, at the end of that, you also all leveled up because that was big boy fight. Tavro barely managed to avoid getting shredded, and
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Tavro got put into things like fan-like stomach or something, and was gonna get shredded to bits. I remember that now. Yes.
Yeah, I started getting Cookie Munch crunched, but I just went like nope and just pushed myself away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he
like-
was gonna take like 56 damage, but luckily he took half that or something like that.
rage is a powerful drug.
Yes.
Yeah, and like one of the weird things was like when it started, like Tavro is still missing chunks of skin and flesh right now, and when it was shredding him, like the skin and flesh that was shredded started like stitching itself onto the automata demon. But you guys killed it. You succeeded. Clara has gained the first thrall, being a lunar demon who has helped in your fight. You all level up, and around this time, Escher, you kind of blink yourself conscious as you're standing next to Hekara and Formith and a lizard folk, and as you kind of come to, the lizard folk is just handing you a vial and goes, "All right, now try this one."
what? Oh no! Give me a. And he just kind of leans over the railing of this. Is this a bridge? that what this is? Am I looking at a bridge?
It's kind of a bridge. It's like a you're in like the basic like throne area to watch the fighting.
Okay, so there is a ledge.
Yeah, it's a ledge over into like a magma pit.
Yeah, okay. He leans over that and just hurls his guts over the side. Apologies for that. Oh, thank you. Who are you again, and how did I get here?
And
Oh,
you
actually,
see,
I know the
you
two
s-
of you. Pleasure to see you again, Miss Hekara.
yeah, and you see as the like lizard folk just starts writing down in a note and mumbling to herself, "All right, temporary memory loss and vile stomach issues. Wonderful. Now try this one." And while this is happening, Hekara shouts out, "It seems that the mortals are still the champions of the day. The automata is strong, and we will be implementing them in our army.
The what?
But the fighters you see before you have proven themselves to be my chosen." And you
Clara's,
just
like, in
hear
the pit, like her like fists are clasped and she's doing the little like cheering like she won, you know, like where you like shake your fists like to the side.
Oh dear. Oh no.
and
Oh.
the crowd is going absolutely wild. And at this time, Kai, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yes, that is a stairway, like, into the pit, Escher.
Oh no.
Kai, you hear directly in your head, "Interesting ribbon you've got there."
Am I able to respond in my head?
You can certainly try.
I will try to say, who is this?
We should speak in private. Just
Agreed.
when you're done with your little play fights, meet me in the armory on the main floor. There should be enough commotion there that we can speak relatively unnoticed. And then you feel the like mental connection kind of fizzle out.
Alright, I'm gonna come up here and join the rest of the gang.
And the crowd is just cheering wildly. There are like fights breaking out in the crowd. Like you can see some of the bookkeepers and like some fights breaking out in the crowd as they try to collect, because a lot of people bet on that automata demon. And yeah, so it's just rowdy. People are cheering. People are fighting. You are all in the middle, and the lunar demon is kind of just following you around, Clara, and it looks almost as if it's in like a little bit of a trance.
Question.
Do we win
Can I
any
do-
money?
Can
Yes, but you'll have to go find one of the bookkeepers to actually get it. Like, they're not just gonna throw a bag of coins down into the pit.
They did last time.
Can I do a medicine check to identify how injured everybody is?
Bad.
Very.
Bad.
Very bad. Also, Tavro, what happened last time is the bookkeepers gave money to all of your friends who bet on you. You have not gotten your winnings from the first fight yet.
Gotcha.
Clara would like to turn to the lunar demon and say, "So, like, you got a name?"
That is for you to bestow upon me now.
Oh. Well,
Very
let's
too.
see. What if I called you Terry?
Very well. Share this
Well,
name with
okey-dokey.
share this name with no one. for it is now bound in blood.
Oh. Well-
Clara, did you say Terry?
And
So I
it just
can't- I
turns to
can't
you,
say it
Tavro,
out
and
loud?
hisses. And it kind of responds and it goes, true names have power for outsiders such as myself. If you share my name, others will have sway over my decisions.
Oh. Well, in that case, then I'm gonna pretend your name's actually Larry, and then she winks at it.
As you wish. For now, I must sleep.
Well,
And
okie
you
dokie, have a good nap.
And you see as it kind of like curls up, and as the wings cover up its eyes, you see as it kind of just like fades away and like almost like dissolves into a beam of moonlight for a few moments, and it is no longer staying there. And Escher is trying to get someone's attention, so we'll move over to that.
Yes.
Well, because you just watched that happen. So as you guys are kind of leaving, he's just kind of falling behind you, like still holding his stomach. He kind of leans over here, throws up again, turning to Fox and goes, what happened? What's going on? Where is his skin? As he just looks over to Tavro.
I fucking hate demons.
Another
You-
thing worth noting for you, Escher, it's been probably 5 or so minutes now that the combat's been over. Tavro's still big.
Tavro, be smaller, please. I think I need to put some flesh back in you.
Oh shit, you're right.
You
What
are
happened to
able
you?
to willingly end the rage, yes.
Yes.
What on earth happened to you? You're missing more pieces than I've. Sorry, I'm good. Just
Well, you see, Escher, I fought a demon, and then I fought a demon.
All right, give me a second. Where is it? Can I? Oh, I think I have to do it in here, don't I? How do I do? Hold on, give me a second. I gotta remember where I put this. It's on here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Do I have you targeted? No, I don't.
Yes.
Let me do it again. Now I have you targeted. And this actually should be slightly higher, but I believe you get 17 health from that because it adds my level.
Oh, okay, yeah, if you had that hard-coded, then it
I did.
should add one more now that you're level 8, not 18.
Here, I'll fix it.
Yeah, I mean,
There
you
we
can
go.
just give yourself one more health.
Yeah, thank you.
I just changed it in the description,
that's good.
Nice.
and I'm gonna do that to Fox too.
Oh, thank you. As he just starts coughing his lungs out.
No, put those back in. No, those are inside parts. Put those back in.
You missed the spicy gas.
So what? Oh God. Okay. All right, Kai. You. Oh no. You're. Oh, that's supposed to. Oh, this is going to hurt a little bit. Just sit still.
Oh, fuck!
I don't know how you dislocated your arm, but it's fine. I've got it. And let's see. I can do you once.
Oh, I'm pretty
Yeah,
okay, Mr. Escher.
It's worth noting, everyone looks fucked up. Clara has like a scratch on her arm
Clara's
that she
doing
caused
great.
herself.
He like has the healer's kit already, stops at you and goes, "How are you okay?"
Well, you see, I kind of just stood in the back.
You didn't blow yourself up this time.
Yeah, actually.
Excellent, you're improving. Oh God, oh no, oh Gideon, oh God. Hold on a second. There you go.
Gideon, that was on you.
I'm sorry.
It should-
I'm still trying. I'm still
It
trying
should
to get
automatically
myself together.
prod.
Yeah,
It did.
yeah, I
but-
saw the healing go.
Sorry,
Alright.
sorry.
Are there any other grievous wounds that need to be addressed? Because Tavro, you're still bleeding.
The void in my wallet needs to be addressed.
Indeed, our winnings.
Oh god, hold on.
And Thomas is gonna go and start pushing past the crowds to
Oh
get
wait,
to
that's really.
someone.
I probably had a long rest, didn't I?
Thank you, Escher. You rock.
I gave you a long rest before the session started, so don't take a new one.
Oh, oops. I was missing spell slots, so I just did it.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? It's because I got
Oh.
an extra when I leveled up and it didn't come in filled.
yeah, and you don't get those new
right.
spell slots until you take a long rest. So
Yep.
that was actually accurate.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
really? Okay.
Spell preparation and new spell slots you get on a long rest. I don't know if that's how it actually works, but that's how it works in my game.
Okay.
Mama,
But-
Mama, did you see how good we were?
Yeah,
Wait,
so
As she,
you
like runs up.
Stop moving.
you all kind of head up to the throne area where Hekara and her other two children
Bullshit! I do. I want my money.
are watching, and as you come up, like Hekara just like gives you a big smile and goes, "Yes, you've done quite well, Clara. And you all. It seems I am right to name you my chosen. We will begin the expedition shortly. Another day of debauchery, and then we march."
What? What?
Mr. Escher, don't you remember the big speech that Mama gave at the beginning of the party?
I'm just gonna sort of like
The what
try
now?
to slyly get next to Escher and just like whisper into his ear. Just play along.
Fox, what in the hell is going on?
And the lizard folk comes up to you and goes, "All right, you've retched. Now time for more experiments." And she hands you 3 vials.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I'll make a note of those. What's going on? And also, who are you again? As he turns, like, looking between the two of them.
The two of who?
Fox and whoever this is.
And she makes another note and goes, "Prolonged memory loss. I am Zarilla. And you've been helping me with my experiments for the last few hours. I greatly appreciate it."
Oh no, oh dear. Fox, a question for you.
An answer for you.
How long has it been since we had our little slumber party with Clara?
that
Approximately
was-
how long since we woke up?
Let's see. Perhaps maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Fuck. They don't usually take control that long. Okay. That's fine. That's alright.
Oh no, he's going all Moon Knight on us.
Yep.
Are you going to need assistance?
Oh, the nausea's quelling itself. It's fine. I'm in control again. We're good. You said you're Zarilla?
Indeed.
I've heard about her, right?
She was the one
She-
that the first day you heard that Hekara's other daughter was practicing with alchemy to distill wild magic into potions. And her name was Zarilla.
She's my sister, silly. I told you this already.
Yes. Sorry, still hazy. You're the Zarilla. I have many things I had been meaning to ask you. At some point, we'll have to find the time to sit down and talk, but perhaps at a later date.
I believe it was 2 sessions ago, but just for role-playing purposes, you should have a rough sketch of Zarilla in your notebook.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so next time you look in your notebook, just note that that is there.
Well, I believe I appreciate you looking after me during my ailments, but we can continue whatever work you were performing in the future potentially.
Very well. You know where to find me. And she just like, she actually does just toss you one vial, and she goes, for helping me out so far.
I don't know where to find you.
Yes, you do. We'll point it out to you.
And she goes, my magic hasn't caused the rest of you to lose your memories, has it?
That's not your magic.
And she just looks at you and goes, ah, shit. And you just see her start crossing out notes.
It's complicated. It's a long... hold on. Oh, we'll leave it at it's complicated.
Hey, Escher, look, a piece of skin is still missing.
Oh, yes, give me something normal to deal with. You
No,
think
I was
you're...
just- I was
You
just seeing
think-
if I could get you to throw up.
You think that's grossing him out? No, you're actually helping. That's helping. He needs something else to do. You've had the opposite effect. Are you actually still hurt?
Yeah, I'm fine though.
Like, how bad?
Like 5 out of 7.
Oh, you're perfect.
Yeah, that is okay. Oh god, alright. What are we doing now?
Getting our money.
Alright, yes, I could probably use some of that. And maybe a drink if they have them.
And Hekara just, like, smiles at you and goes, you're in the Rakdos now. Of course there's a drink to be had. Especially after a fight like that.
Oh,
Well, I
blessed
guess
be.
not you, but... the alcohol's free to flow for everyone.
Oh,
Even me?
And she just looks you up and down, and for the first time since you met her, she looks at you with... give me an insight roll.
This dumbass.
It is
Yeah,
a
that-
weird, like, her face kind of contorts a little bit, like, in, like, this strange confusion. You're not sure exactly how to read it, but she goes, every daughter of mine must drink. And you see as she pulls a flask out from her side and just hands it to you.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Mojang Studios, the time to migrate is ending.
he's speaking some other language I've never heard before.
Minecraft wants me to migrate my account.
As Tavros speaks the eldritch language of Korgeth.
He speaks through me.
Minecraft motion. Were you a dwarf in a past life or something?
Azoth really rubbed off on him from that, like, 5-minute meeting.
Yes, anyway, rewards! Money! Drinking!
Lead the way.
Yes, I'm sure
Lead the
the,
way.
I'm sure the bookkeepers have your winnings. I will be here for the rest of today. The party will go through tomorrow. Feel free to enjoy yourselves. You all have certainly earned it.
As she lights up 2 more sparklers and just starts running through the party.
Alright, and yeah, there is kind of like a stone spiral staircase at the end of this that goes further than where the map is because it's only a certain size. but you are able to like walk up that. You kind of make a stop at the viewing deck cage level, and you like Tavro, you kind of like run back to the the bookkeeper that you originally spoke to as you were jumping in for the first time, and he kind of like looks you up and down, and he goes, "Well, you put on quite the show. Of course, there is payment in that." And you see as like there is an imp that is on his shoulder, and it's just like counting out. Like you see it like just scratching like quick math on a book, and like a sheet of parchment, and then you see as he like superhumanly fast like starts pulling gold coins out of a like what seems to be a like demi-plane, just pulling out these coins and shoving them into a bag really quickly, and then hands it to the bookkeeper, who then hands it to you. And you see, like, you can feel as you take it from him, there's a little bit of resistance. This is a good amount of money, and even for the entertainment provided, he's not necessarily happy about handing this much over. I will say that this is all of the money for everyone in the second fight, as well as what you earned as your breakdown from the first fight, which give me a second because I wrote that down. And
I think last time you did say it, I think you said I won 45 from that first fight.
Yeah, so you won 45 from the first one, but I'm trying to find my page that has the amount that was bet on you
right.
for the second fight.
Zero. No one bet on us.
Because you do get a cut of everyone who bet on you when you win. And you gain, on top of the 45 that you got from last time, there is 860 gold in this pouch.
And that's a split with everyone?
Yeah, he hands it to you because you're the one who like dealt with him earlier, and you just run up and you're like, "Money, please!" Like the fucking Parks and Rec meme. But like he hands you this pouch, so it has 905 gold in it, 45 from the first one, and then 860 from the second fight. So. It's handed to you. The second one is intended to be broken up, but I mean, he hands the pouch to you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Clara's
Drinks.
just running around like a crazy person with her sparklers because she's like amped up on from alcohol and bloodlust and everything.
Tavro.
Yes. Can you do the math? It's hard.
860 divided by how many people we got?
5, because Escher didn't fight.
Wait, I was muted. I already did the math. It's 143 per person.
No.
Yeah, it's 143, and there will be 2 gold left over. So somebody else can get the extra 2. The 860 will. I thought that was the only part we were splitting. I thought the rest was for Tavro.
You don't get any. You didn't fight.
I want my healing back. And I can take it back.
Just saying.
But if you're only counting the 860, it comes up to be 143 per person. If that's how we choose to do it. Tavro has the money, so he has the final say.
Let's be real with ourselves. We would not all be exactly where we are if it weren't for Escher. He deserves his part.
Oh, Clara didn't say anything, actually. She's just running around screaming.
Well,
She doesn't even know what's happening.
I'm gonna say that to Fox and Tavro, knowing that they want as much as possible.
Does Tabro give Escher the 143 gold?
Yeah, but I'm keeping the extra 2.
Oh, thank you, Tavro. I appreciate it. And I take the little pile of coins and I hand it to Fox.
Oh.
You're the one who
Thank
fought.
you.
You earned it, and you'll put it to better use than I will. But if I need something, cover me.
That's almost a revivify.
I know you'll buy the components if I need them.
And then Tavro's mouth is just agape looking at the money transfer. Oh.
Praise be the Obsidot.
Not to mention, he may need that to save his own life one day. I most likely won't.
Fox, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Hold on,
Morals
let me
kicking in,
get my
cannot
page.
accept money.
What morals?
That's what the wisdom saving throw is for. Having a twinge of morality. Oh god, the ethics!
Lizzie, not like morals as in what's right and wrong. He signed a contract with a dude named Moral.
So Fox, you feel as you say, praise be the Obsidot, you feel like this shudder up your spine. And you just hear in your head, they're not your god anymore. No mechanical effect, but you do hear that.
I'm just gonna immediately be like, oh, fuck off. And then I'm going to... Oh, wait.
Did you
That's
just
not
say,
what you say to someone
"Oh,
who just
fuck
gave you
off"?
the money.
you say "oh fuck off" to this Eldritch being? Or
As I try to cast Remove Curse at 4th level on myself.
Let me read that spell real fast.
As I just watch this man
Hold
start
on,
magicking himself.
Connor,
Not
did you
in
have that
public.
before, or is that from leveling up?
That's
a
a 3rd level spell.
4th level spell.
Alright, so you do this, and I would like you to give me a religion check. Or an arcana, but you're a priest, so I figured religion.
Yeah.
Alright. That's pretty good. Yeah, so you start to try and abolish any curses on yourself. You, like, call forth the holy magic, and you feel the ink that has tattooed itself onto your skin. It's almost as if it squirms for a moment, recedes, and then goes back. And you know, powerful curses sometimes require rituals associated with the spell before they're able to completely dispel the curse. The magic will help to alleviate any side effects, but the curse can only be broken by performing the full ritual.
Damn you.
Drinks, 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 drinks.
Fox, why are you glowing?
That's his whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that also, I think happened after you went to sleep. Fox has a lot of tattoos now.
Why?
I already had
Fuck.
some. There are more now.
Why
And
do you
he
have?
has things in his pupils.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Are they visible?
That is up to him. I know he's wearing, like, full armor and a helmet, so I feel like it's pretty non-obvious, but I'll leave that up to Fox how it is described.
I'll just like pull off like my gloves and there's just writing all over my hands.
Fox,
And you
why do you
saw the scroll that was causing all the problems. This is the same script as was on that scroll.
Fox, do you have glowing script on your hands?
Do you have dispel magic?
I can consume it.
I'm just gonna hold out my hand and say, give it a try.
All right then. Go to work, and I take his hand in my hand, and I try to see if I can get my colony to eat it. I will drop a 3rd level spell, see what happens.
Alright, I need to read that on your thing because I don't know what ones you've renamed.
It's Dispel Magic.
Okay. So,
I don't think it's gonna work.
the bacteria kind of like crawls over his skin. And it's strange. You see as they crawl over the skin and the, glowing... Because the scripture was glowing. And it sucks out the life from it. But as the bacteria begin to devour the magic from this script, all of the bacteria you sent out, you're used to it returning to you. You simply feel the connection end as the bacteria dies.
He kind of looks at Fox, shrugs, and goes, I don't think it's going to work. Whatever's in you is a little bit more powerful than I can handle right now, but give it time, I might be able to concoct something. Maybe. Probably not. But I can certainly try. But
We'll have to deal with this later.
yes, as long as you don't alert any hostiles with that sickening glow around you, but...
You did manage to dispel the glowing. The scripture now just looks back like it's a normal tattoo on him.
Oh, are you sure it's not still glowing?
I am.
Okay, bye, Bobby.
Hold on a second.
Casting Dispel Magic, or in your case, Arcanophagy, however you pronounce that.
Magic.
Because, the scripture was, writhing on him. And it dispelled the writhing, so it went back to what seems to be, normal ink tattoos. Whereas, for a moment, after he had cast Remove Curse on himself, it was, something had activated or, aggravated the ink. Once you cast Dispel Magic, it's as if the ink went back to just being tattooed onto his skin.
Gotcha.
But it was not removed.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Annoying. We'll figure something out.
Sorry, that being said, because of the private message you just sent, you do still feel the sense there is divine magic emanating from Fox, but the illusion magic and the transmutation magic both got dispelled.
Okay, cool. Cool.
But there does seem to still be divination magic coming from him.
Okay.
Drinks,
To be expected.
Drinks.
Yes, I'm with Tavro on this one.
I believe we should resume our wandering about to find a certain someone.
I think we should get the Minotaur to drinks first.
Find somebody? Wait, are we trying to find somebody?
They might overlap.
To drinks, Tavro is paying.
That's a
Wait,
lie.
Oh, hold on.
As no one acknowledges that and just walks forward.
You are esteemed guests who just won. You're not paying for drinks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Boy.
Do we pass the armory on the way to drinks?
So it's on the opposite end of the first floor. Or the main floor, so you don't pass the armor. I mean, there's alcohol everywhere, but if you go to the kitchen, which has basically been renovated into one of those the corporate networking events where there's a bunch of tables with food set up and then a huge open bar across from that. That's basically how the kitchen and pantry areas have been set up. There is food and alcohol everywhere as like the kobold thralls walk around like wearing their little suits and holding like the little hors d'oeuvre platters with like little appetizers and flutes of what you think at first is champagne, but then like you take a sip and it's straight liquor of some sort. The Rakdos don't fuck around.
As we're making our way wherever we're making it, Clara's just grabbing like one off every single tray she passes. She's like, like as we walk.
Are you also doing that with the alcohol?
No, she's just taking the snacks.
Okay. You get as many snacks of as many different varieties as you desire, because there are just tons of these. And we're just going to do a little theater of the mind, because this is not a combat, and I also haven't put 400 tokens on because I've learned my lesson for performance. So we're just going to leave you here until something happens that's required. But you make your way kind of like through the bar and food area, which is pretty much right above the cellar door that leads down to this underground fight pit. So you can get whatever food and drink you want from there. And then it's easy to walk over to the armory. I mean, it's like a 2-minute walk.
Yeah, I would just give back the greatsword. That's all.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So you head back and you give back the greatsword. And like as you and the group step into the room, like the various people who are like trying out weapons and stuff, a few of them just start like cheering and clapping as you guys enter the room. And the kobold servant who, like, you checked out the weapon with earlier goes, "It seems you've earned the sword. You may keep it. Congratulations on your successful fights."
Bet. Turn around.
Fights? Was there more than one?
Multiple.
I fought a, like I was saying, Escher, I fought a demon by myself and won.
Didn't know you were serious about that.
Of course.
And, like, as you're, like, there's a mix of people in this armory who, like, as they pass, like, clap you on the back and go, like, "Good fight, Babao Killer!" And then a few of them are, like, a few of them just walk up to you and they go, like, "So, will you fight me?"
These are people?
Punch me in the face right now.
Like, it's a mix. It is people of pretty much like every race. Like there's Vidalcan, there's human, dwarf, elf. Surprisingly, there are even a few Cambions. Like there are tieflings and Cambions, and like there's a mix of congratulations, cheers, a few like scowls at you, and then just like a few across all of them, just like a few requests of like, "I'll see you in the pit later. We're gonna fucking kill each other."
Sounds good. Also, Zach, I've realized, mostly me, but we are dum-dums. The elemental cleaver changes the damage type of the weapon and then adds a d6. So that greatsword should have been actually doing full damage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I apologize that I did not realize that.
I didn't check. I didn't fucking check, which is why right now I was like, does it like make it magic? It doesn't, but it does make it elemental.
That
so
makes that so much better of a feature.
Yeah. I forgot about that. So I just to put it out there while it's relevant.
No, that is good to know. We will keep that in mind moving forward.
Yes. Yeah, I guess I could fight some of you, but first I must go drink and perform.
And like another round of cheers just erupts in the armory, and Kai, you feel another tug on your mental state. You can either give a wisdom save to resist, but it feels like the same thing as earlier if you would like to fail and let the mental connection come in.
Yeah, I'll just fail it.
It seems you bring attention, but most of it's focused on the Minotaur. That's good. And you like, now that you're close, you can feel and you see kind of off to the side, just training on one of like the mannequin dummies that's like set up for testing out these weapons. You see a Cambion who is brandishing a longsword and just like dueling against it, and you can feel that the mental connection is coming from him.
All right, I'm just gonna nudge Fox and Gideon, be like, there's someone in the corner, but we need to be discreet.
Say,
Also
Kai,
fair.
I've really been needing to get some better armor. Perhaps a set of plate mail or something. Do you think the armory would have any, as I just sort of like wander off like a couple degrees away from the person you pointed out?
Wait.
And as you say that, like, 2 kobold servants have already come up to you and they go, "Are you looking to simply borrow it for a fight, or are you looking to be fitted? Because we can get you fitted if you're looking to purchase some new armor."
Oh, fitted.
Wait, holy
The
shit!
problem, the problem might be that I would prefer to be wearing the colors of, well, the Orzhov, and I don't know if you have those materials available.
We have masterful tailors here. We can get one of them to properly hem the metal if you wish.
Why don't you two go
Perhaps
double
if you
check
could-
if they have the right colors?
Yeah, you
There's
should
a
check if
middle
they
one.
have the right colors, and perhaps go get us an estimate. That would be wonderful, and we'll be waiting here in maybe, 20, 30 minutes for you to return? No need to rush.
Very well. I will reach out to our... I will go to our quartermaster to find out pricing, as well as discuss with our head tailor for the esteemed guest of Madame Hekara. And, like, they bow and they scurry off.
Is
I
this,
will say, that is the most eloquent speaking kobold I have ever heard.
Yes, at
Is
least
it that
Clara
like
didn't blow
the
this.
fourth?
is this, can I see whoever, Pat told us that that there's somebody in the corner who's watching us, or
Yeah.
that we need to look out for, or is he like
Well,
over
I
my
was kind of.
shoulder?
I didn't point at all. I just said there's someone we need to talk to discreetly.
If
So,
you
like,
want,
can I-
you can give a
Or they want-
you can give a sleight of hand check to see how subtly you can like nudge your group in the right direction without like making it clear that you're pointing someone out in the room.
I like that he's explicitly not telling Clara because makes sense.
You and Tavro are two of the people that draw the most attention in this entire house right now.
What, you don't want to tell the drunk goblin with sparklers that that's our person we need to go talk to?
Yeah, the one who literally
missed it!
the one who literally everyone's eyes are constantly on because you are the returned child of a noble. And
I
that
think
was
that's
part
a
of the
great
announcement.
Time. That's a great time for Clara to go be like, "So you're the Demir guy, finger guns."
Hey, Clara, you know, if you mix this drink with another, it really kind of makes you feel a little fuzzy. Why don't you go ask for that?
Get
Oh, that
just
sounds
get
good.
her the Katie special of the Long Island iced tea, and she'll be done for.
Yeah, there you go. We describe what to ask for to get a Long Island and tell
That
Tavro
might
and Clara to
actually
go get
kill Clara, though.
it.
All
Have
right.
fun, let's go.
As
I can
Clara
listen to it.
goes off to describe to the bartenders the long magma iced tea. So Kai, are you actually pointing him out at all, or are you just letting them know that someone's there?
Oh no, I'm just trusting that they were going to follow me when I walk away.
Wait, Kai, wait, Kai.
I didn't realize that was a motion to I'm getting up. You should come with me.
Well, I'm going to get. In game, it's been about 5 seconds since I said there's someone we need to talk to. But And I'm going to look Escher dead in the eyes and just be like, okay, no subtlety with you. You're very bad at lying, and we need to lie a bit.
Actually, I'm
Sure.
fantastic at lying. I just need to know what the situation is. So let's
Sure,
let's
I
just
will pay
pretend
you if you're able to lie well.
I'm quite good at it, but I need to know when I have to. And let's perform a thought experiment, and let's pretend I don't remember anything that's happened in the past couple hours. What's going on? Who are we
Sure,
talking to?
I will pay you a gold coin if you lie very well.
Your group's conversation seems to be drawing some attention.
Uh-oh.
You just hear in your head, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend you separate from them, and we can have a discussion.
Alright, I'll just get up and be like, never mind, I'll be back in a second. And, I will... Is there just one mannequin for, like, training, or are there multiple?
There are multiple. Like, this is an armory and training room. Like, there are targets for throwing weapons and, like, bow and arrow. And, like, next to the one that this Cambion is, like, striking, there is another one that is, like, not untouched, but not being used.
Alright, I'll go up to that one, and I will start practicing hitting that with the plain short sword that I've had this whole time.
Fair enough. And as you do so, you kind of hear, in your mind, he is keeping everything telepathic.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I
I was
said
hoping
before,
you
that's an interesting ribbon you have there. Mind if I see it?
And I'll just hold out a hand for him, period, like, just for a second.
And he, like, very quickly is able to, he doesn't even grab your hand. It almost looks like he just pinches, like, the collar or cuff of your, arm. And the, thread of blue encoded thoughts kind of disappears, and you see it, like, be decoded as he absorbs it, and he goes, and what was the message that you put on that again?
It was just Delancre.
Well,
Just one word.
it seems you've found me. How can I help you?
I'm told you're our handler.
And you've never heard someone mentally sigh. Actually, you specifically have quite a few times. You, in particular, have heard Marilathea sigh in your head before, so it doesn't catch you as off guard as it might. But you hear a mental sigh, and he goes, "You're a bit late." Minkus's group, then?
Assuming you've heard what's happened with him and everything going on in the world, I hope you can forgive us.
And he goes, yes, I guess there is difficulty getting into Winlot at the moment.
There is, however, I think given one of our members, it proved beneficial to have some powerful allies.
Is the goblin child part of your cell?
He is.
Well, that's good news indeed. I was worried I'd have to dispose of you, considering you've already been replaced with a new group, but having a noble, well, that is value that we're not going to just give up now, is it?
Not just her, but we also have the large one. The large one with the scales, not the fur. Both of them are on our side.
With the Formith, you mean?
We've reached an understanding. He
And
does not know of our connection, however, he knows that we are useful.
well, You've played this role better than I expected. Yes, don't let him know about your affiliations as of yet, but if you've already found your way in it, from what I've heard, you found yourself in a favorable light of the lady of the manor as well. Very good. We'll continue. I believe that this can be a fruitful relationship for the both of us. As you may have guessed, my handling name is Delancre. That is how you will refer to me in all public spaces.
Yes, as I believe we already knew.
Indeed.
Don't bother with any other name until we get somewhere not here.
Agreed. So, the Minotaur I was aware of, he was the first to come under my command, or at least he was supposed to be. I was aware that there was supposed to be a goblin,
What?
a human. Are you attacking him, or is this just against the training dummy?
Oh yeah, no, I'm literally practicing with a short sword this whole conversation.
Yeah, you're doing a good job with it. You're like, you're displaying well that you are adept with a sword. So I was aware of, I take it you're the human monk. There's a priest, a goblin, and a Vidalcan. The Minotaur I was aware of as well. Is the other human, the white coat, that one another Demir, or is it just traveling with you for the fight?
He is one we picked up along the way. He is not briefed to our mission.
But he is an operative.
Not yet, however, I will admit he knows of our affiliation and has been discreet about it.
Very well. Is that all? Are there any furthers?
I believe that is it.
Have you been informed of any mission beyond seeking me out as your handler yet?
We've been left in the dark until we got here, which I'll admit has not made our task easy.
That's good. You've shown independence to be able to get here without much guidance, and it means that Minkus has done some of his job in not spilling all of the information to relative newcomers. Very well. Well, luckily for me, you've already succeeded in the first part of your new mission, apparently. Gaining the trust of the Blood Witch is required for the next steps. Seems you've been all named her chosen. That will work well for us.
Yes, I'm gonna have trouble spinning how I got to that point once we get out of here, but I'm sure we'll make something work.
I don't need all the details at the moment. I'm simply assessing the situation. But that does speed up our timeline considerably, which more than makes up for the late arrival. Unfortunately, another cell as a backup was provided to begin the same mission as a redundancy, as we weren't sure you'd be making it. So there will be some, shall we say, competition. That is good. Healthy competition, all working towards the same goal, leads each one to strive to be better than the other. Makes for less sloppy work. Now, you've already found yourselves ingratiated with Hekara. This will work well. The other cell has ingratiated themselves with the other sister. Now-
Interesting. Damn it, what was her name? Literally the other one. Zarilla.
Zarilla is Clara's sister.
Ah.
Also, let it be known, even when I put my notes in my biography tab, it's not keeping them.
Oh, really? Because I
Pressing
got
the
a
save
one
button.
line there.
Fine,
You're
stay.
pressing the save button.
Yeah, it is, Lysolda is the other, is Hekara's sister.
Yeah.
So, yes. Now that they've gone with them, I'm sure at some point in the future you will either be able to negotiate something out to work together, or let's hope that you're the cell that's able to survive the fight if it comes to that. That being said, as you've heard from the announcements today, there will be a battle for territory. Both, frankly, to me it doesn't matter much what side wins, as long as one of the cells is able to retrieve the key of the other. Both of the Blood Witches seek an artifact. We seek that same artifact. If we can implant one of our own into the group that is able to obtain it, we will be able to move forward and help with the current plague situation. I assume you've been briefed?
Believe it or not, the most briefing we've gotten is from the white coat. I believe he has an interest in getting this artifact as well. We
Very
didn't
good.
even know what the artifact was, but we knew we were after it.
Very good. Yes, well, it always sounds a bit gruesome when I say it, but it is a tongue. There are...
That hardly phases us anymore. The tongue of what?
of the first Blood Witch.
Oh my.
Now, that has certain capabilities, which we can discuss further in detail moving forward. But for now, what is known is that it requires 3 keys to obtain. One from each of the Blood Witch daughters of Isolde. Hekara has one, of course, and she's about to march on her sister for the second. The third has been lost. When Exava was slain, the key seems to have been lost with her. Whether you decide to seek this out on your own and try and recover the key that others have not been able to find up until now, you are welcome to attempt it that way. Otherwise, you may undertake the trial of Lord Rakdos, undertake the Crypt of Keys, and upon succeeding, if you have the goblin in your party, as she has the blood of a Blood Witch of herself, she will be able to make a new one. 3 keys gets the tongue.
You have no idea how much of a relief it is to actually have a plan.
Yes, for obvious reasons, we can't divulge plans until the new handler is reached. So I do apologize that your task has been vague up until now, but you've done a, well, I will say quite remarkable job of putting yourselves ahead of the curve.
I will say it's less the lack of information from you and more the chaos of the cell I am with.
Yes, you do seem to have a, shall we say, erratic bunch. We tend to avoid recruiting from the Rakdos and inject members into it due to their relative chaos. It's beyond me why the child of a blood witch was chosen, although for this task she seems well suited. Far be it from me to question the leader. Clara, all you know is that this is an artifact. You've been told so far how to get it, and it will have something to do with the plague situation. And you also haven't been told any of that. Kai has been told that. All of this has
I'm
been
aware.
telepathed. Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
taking notes in case.
It's one of those things where I'm assuming Kai is going to just let you all know this afterwards, so I might as well say it publicly.
I mean, yes. I'm writing it all down. Everybody is going to get the same information. And I'll say, I guess on that note, is there anywhere else that we can meet, for everybody to meet you and to get this information from the source so that they don't have to try to take my word?
Yes, it's good to not have complete trust. You should be able to rely on yourself, but blind trust is dangerous in our line of work. And you see as a new ribbon kind of forms, and he goes, this will act as a map to a new safe house, as well as the encryption. And he hands you two of these kind of encoded thought ribbons, and he kind of just flurries them over, once again being fairly subtle about it as he just leans closer to you during a strike on the training dummy, and goes, consume the longer one. That will act as a map to the safe house. The second one, do not consume until you get to the safe house, as it will act as your key.
I didn't realize Encode Thoughts could use public key infrastructure.
You see, I recently took a cybersecurity class online using today's sponsor, Skillshare.
But I couldn't have done it without NordVPN.
The sponsors give us money.
Please, I know we curse a lot and make dick jokes, but please give us money. We
and
can
have like
be
5 subscribers.
we totally influence all of those subscribers, which we do because they're us. And I promise you,
about to make me curse a whole lot more.
hey, Skillshare and NordVPN, if you give us money, I promise you, we will use your product.
Yes.
That's it. I'm getting the copyrighted music.
Anyways, Kai is going to then, so I'm going to try to purposely, like, falter a bit and make one last strike against the mannequin. So I'm actually gonna... I probably don't need to do this, but...
Do it.
There
Yeah, I
we
mean,
go.
throughout this whole time, I've just been saying, like, you're a very capable and competent fighter. To strike a training dummy, you're able to do so gracefully without effort. Except for that, because on the last one you try to flourish, and you are used to functional and effective fighting. You're not used to showboat fighting. And as you kind of try and do like this like weird flourish and stab through the head of the training dummy in like a way that's kind of showboaty,
I
that
imagine I go to, like, do a fancy, like, spin move and just drop the sword.
yeah, you do like a fancy spin move, but you hit it with the side of the sword, and you just like get that jolt as it like vibrates up your arm because it hit the flat, and you kind of like drop it and it clatters to the ground. And for the first time, a audible chuckle comes out of the person next to you. And he goes,
And I'll look at him and say out loud, "This is why I just stick to stabbing them." And just pick up my sword and I'll walk away.
and he goes, and he like puts out a hand to shake yours, and you see the like 2 blue ribbons wrapped around it, and he goes, he picks up the sword for you, wraps the 2 blue ribbons around it, and goes, "Yes, it seems you're not quite ready for the flourishes," and hands the sword back to you, now wrapped in the 2 blue ribbons.
Perfect. No, then I'll just give him a nod. I didn't realize I had not taken the ribbons yet. But that
I'm
works.
I'm more like retconning it because that's a very subtle and easy way for him to do it.
Yeah, Vinny, I don't usually use a sword, I use a dagger.
I know, but to the outside observer, you dropped a tool meant for stabbing and said, "Gosh, this is why I like stabbing people better."
Actually, short swords do slashing damage, not piercing damage.
No, actually, they do piercing damage.
Oh shit, never mind.
I think so. I believe short swords deal piercing
I don't
damage.
believe you. I'm looking at the
I
weapon table.
readily accept if I am wrong, but I thought both short and long swords did slashing.
I might be wrong on this, but
It
I'm
also
sure wrong.
doesn't matter.
It's piercing.
It's piercing.
Really?
Short swords are made for stabbing, not for slashing.
Good to know.
Slashing.
Well,
It's
Oh.
a gladius.
The outside person saw me try to do a spin move and slash with the short sword, and it did not work.
Yeah.
And so I said we stick to stabbing.
No. I recognize what you meant. It was just very funny that you dropped the stabby tool and say that. Anyway,
But
carry on.
yes, so now you have the 2 encoded thoughts as you kind of walk away, and a few of the various other people who are like training and trying out weapons chuckle a little bit as you pass. You have the 2 encoded thoughts, and you have now found your new handler. What would you all like to do? As Clara is getting absolutely fucked up at the bar.
The polite thing and wait for those good old kobold servants to return with my...
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I will say that that is about now.
Yeah, and I made a message about it, but I've been mending my breastplate to try and fix it in hopes that I can trade it in and have enough to get some half plate if they have it.
Let me just check. So yeah, so they come back, and I will say that Tavro, you also like asked when you heard Fox asking, you also like asked for a quote in consultation. And 1 second. So you wanted half plate, and Fox, you asked for full plate, correct?
I asked for quotes on full plate and splint.
Splint.
Clara would like some new armor as well, if possible. I know she's kind of out of it, but
Are you proficient in armor?
in light and medium, yes.
Okay, we
You
can
wear
say that
Yes.
they come back with a list of quotes for all of you. We can retroactively say, and they go, "We weren't sure if the rest of your party wanted matching equipment, so," and like they come back with another kobold in tow who is wearing like a much nicer suit and like a little monocle, and they go, "Our lead tailor, Xavier." And they go, "So, to begin with, Mr. Fox, I believe it was, you asked for a quote on a splint armor with riveted gold and a polish of black for the base, correct?"
Yes. A quote on that and also a quote on full plate. I just like having options.
Very well. We have asked Madame Hekara, as you are esteemed guests, and she has informed us to give you a discount on any services. So, what we have decided to propose is that we will tack off the cost for any custom tailoring and metalworking on top of the armor's cost, so that it would be just as if you were buying the base purchase. If this is acceptable, for the splint armor, as this is made of more flexible material and not quite full metallics, it would simply run you about 200 gold, and we can have all of the cloth be black with the metal rivets being gold and the stitching between it done with gold strands. Alternatively, we can do the full plate for a square 1500 gold, and we can accent that with the gold inlays wherever you desire.
How about just the splint?
Very well. We will have you fitted. So the events of the day are meant to go into the afternoon, but I take it you'll be accepting residence with the Madam of the House again. So we will do measurements tonight once the events of the day are complete, and we should be able to have your new armor ready before you begin on your new march. Is this acceptable?
Yes, thank you.
Very well. We will be back for a fitting later for you. And I believe the next was Sir Tavro. You were looking for a set of half plate. Are you also looking for Orzovian colors, or do you have a different hem in mind?
Yes, he is.
No. No, I'm not looking for Orzhov colors, but I was thinking something along the line of gold trim and white, if that is possible.
Absolutely.
Actually, I'm a Twilight Cleric. White trim and black. Yeah.
Black with white trim? Certainly. That is actually fairly easy, given that we won't need to do any metallic inlays. So we can give you a minor discount on the armor itself if we're not going to do gold trims. So that would put us to about 700 gold for a half plate with a custom fitting to you.
Understood. I have this breastplate, which I will no longer need. It is in fine condition. It is worn, but could I perhaps put that towards the cost?
And they kind of like look it up and down, and you've mended it, but it is clearly still seen battle. Yeah, but like it is clearly still seen battle. They go, this can certainly be repaired to an extent and at least melted down for materials for other things. Give me a persuasion roll.
Come on, baby. Hey, not bad.
In exchange for this, the materials, it's already built out, and actually, there are a few of our demons who follow a similar build for you, and they're kind of hard. You know what? Let's knock off 100 gold, so call it 600 even.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over and be like, Fox, can you cover some of this so I can get it back for you in the pits?
Yes, I can cover some of it.
Can you get 200?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a deal.
Very good. As with Mr. Fox, as with Sir Fox, we will be returning after the day's planned events for measurements and fitting. And we did bring, based on the armor that the rest of you are all wearing, we did bring some further quotes. So Sir Gideon, Sir Escher, and, well, it seems, and Sir Kai, it seems that the young mistress has gone off to the bar, so we will follow up with her next. But are any of you looking for any custom armor or weaponry?
Oh, whatever I do, if I ordered anything previously, you can ignore that.
No, not yet. Most of your morning seems to have been with Madame Zarilla.
Yes, that's right. How foolish of me. I should have remembered. It's been quite a day already, as Escher probably goes through his like second or third glass of wine at this point.
And
And he doesn't really drink, so.
and the tailor kind of like gives you this like strange knowing smile, and he goes, "Yes, the interactions with her tests can be quite interesting." And you see as he kind of like loosens up the collar, and you just see there's like a hole missing, like you can see straight
he a
through his
kobold?
shoulder. Yeah, he is also a kobold.
Oh, I am so sorry. Do you want me to do something about that?
Well, it doesn't hurt. It's just kind of there. So it's all right. Healing magic doesn't seem to work, as it apparently was an alteration of my physical structure, not an injury. At least that's
Yeah,
what
sure, just
Madame
kinda-
Zarilla calls it.
He like holds up one hand, looks at it front and back, and goes, "I haven't started shaking yet, and I have sutures with me if you want me to give it a shot."
You gotta get away from the microphone, buddy.
And he goes, "Maybe after I work on the hemming, you'd be willing to hem me."
I'm quite good at it. You can ask the Minotaur.
But you are not in need of any armor or armaments?
Oh no, I don't wear the. And he just kind of looks to Fox and goes, "Should I be wearing armor?"
If you know how to use it, it could be useful. Otherwise, don't
Know how
slow
to use
yourself
it.
down.
You put it on. There's not really much to it, is there?
If it
Well-
helps, I do have some skill with abjuration. If you're opposed to armor, I can always place some enchantments on the coat you wear.
You can what now?
We can place some enchantments to have the cloth of your normal clothing be resistant to certain attacks, as if you were wearing a. Granted, I'm not an amazing abjurer. It would only be as if you were wearing a very light armor, but it's still better than nothing if you're going to be marching into war on behalf of the madam.
And how much would this cost me?
Let me check because I have lists.
What are you checking? Is it
I
a
was
specific magic thing?
Yeah, I was checking
Okay.
a cost list for some magic items. It was
Ah.
yeah, so it does depend on what enchantment you're looking for, but given the price reduction we've already been instructed to offer you, as well as I would certainly be willing to cut down some of the personal costs if you're willing to, let's say, patch me up. Depending on the specific enchantment you're looking for, anywhere between, we'll say, 500 gold and about 100,000.
Hi. That's that's quite a bit more money back in my studious days. I would have done to see that much gold. That's a little. Oh my. All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that you'd be in the realm of the 100,000, but we can certainly make it much harder for you to be struck by enemy blows for about 500 to 600 gold.
Perhaps maybe we can resort to something a little more physical. Do you have anything light enough to fit underneath this?
We can. I mean, padded armor is simple enough. You can have that at no cost.
Yeah. So some. Wait. What kind of armor does does Gideon wear?
I believe Gideon wears studded leather?
Yeah.
I would kind of just point over to Gideon and be like, do you have anything of that make? It seems light enough that I could probably fit it under a coat. It could just be the wine talking, but I think I could pull it off.
Yes, of course we can fashion you and fit you up with some leather. Would you like any accenting on it?
I don't even know what that means.
Italian.
Yeah, I would like my armor. I would like my armor with a French accent, please. Thank you.
Leather is easy enough to work, and we do have it in abundance, so if you're simply looking for studded leather without any custom hems, we will simply come by for the fitting, and you are welcome to take that as a gesture of goodwill from the madam of the house.
Oh, excellent. Yes, let's go with that, and we can continue the discussion of magics at a later date.
Very well. Sir Gideon, it seems that you already have some stud leather of your own. Are you looking for... If you're looking for just that to be accented, we can do that for free, or if you're looking for an upgrade, we certainly have a multitude of options.
I'll definitely take the accenting. What upgrades would you have for my existing armor?
Let me check your armor proficiencies. Light armor only.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it went beyond this.
I think that might be your max.
Yeah, stud leather's the highest.
Well, it does seem that you prefer, based on how we heard of your fight in the arena, it seems that you tend to stay a bit more nimble. So I'm not sure a heavier armor would be any good for you, but similar to what we offered Sir Escher, we can certainly provide you some enchantments on the existing armor, or we can offer you a protective cloak of sorts. And similar to as we said with Sir Escher, that would, depending on the enchantments you're looking for, anywhere between, say, 500 and 100,000 gold.
Unfortunately, that's a bit out of my price range. So I guess I'll stick with the accenting for now. But would you perchance have any weapons available?
If you're looking for the mundane variety, we have been informed that you are welcome to take one of any weapon in this room at no cost.
I'm looking for some arrows.
Arrows we are ready to provide. And like he just kind of snaps and one of the kobolds runs back and like brings you a quiver of 50 arrows.
Sweet. How do I edit? How do I edit the number of them that I have?
So you don't change the short bow. You should have arrow somewhere in your inventory as well. Wait, go. I saw it. Go up. Go up.
Yeah, it's under your consumables.
Yes.
Thank you.
And if you if you hover over it, it should like pop up parentheses with a number. Just add 50 to that.
Will do. Do they have any weapons available to me that I do not already own? Like I have short swords and a dagger already, and a short bow.
You have a magic short sword already.
That's a magical dagger.
Oh, you had a what's?
You have a rapier.
Rapier, sword, same thing. Rapier.
A rapier is a type of sword. So yeah, you have a magical rapier, but like there are short swords, long swords, great swords, axes, spears, like any sort of mundane item you can find, you'll have to request and pay for something if it has magical or unique enchantments.
Okay. If I take one of the mundane weapons, do I have to drop one? I don't think I
Nope,
can carry
you can just add. I don't really do inventory tracking. Like, it's
okay.
fine.
You can't carry like 2 full humans on your back, but like.
Yeah, there's like there's a what's it called? Suspension
Maybe
of disbelief. Yeah, there's a suspension of disbelief associated with it.
Fair
Once
enough.
we kind of hit the point where you can no longer suspend that disbelief, we get. But like, if you want to store an extra weapon on you, that's fine.
I was gonna pick up the spear if that was okay.
You can just take a spear.
Yeah.
And I believe that is all except for Lord Kai. It seems that you prefer to go unarmored, but we can certainly enchant the cloth that you're wearing.
Yeah, I believe I heard the lower end was 500. What enchantment would that get me?
It would grant you some basic protections as well as, shall we say, speed up your reflexes. Mechanically, it is a cloak of protection. So +1 to AC and saving throws.
I will take that. And I will get out a gold pouch that looks bigger than I think anybody thought Kai had, and just hand
Yeah,
over
wait.
most of it.
What? How
How do
Wait,
you
how
have
much
so
was
much
this?
money?
If you remember correctly, I earned about 450 gold in the Rakdos fighting pits.
I don't remember that.
That was before you joined, Escher.
That was before I was here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Kai
have
was the
no
first one to go one-on-one with a demon.
Yeah. Kai's just letting Tavro have the glory now. But, yeah, and then I take out, yeah, I take out, like, 500 and hand it over.
All right. We will need your robe to enchant as well. And he kind of like looks you up and down and goes, "I think we'll come back for that later, and we'll bring a temporary cloth for you to wear."
Appreciated.
Throws a sheet over his head.
So, wait, Kai's getting a cloak of protection then?
Yep.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Kai is getting a cloak of protection. All of these you get after a long rest. So
Gotcha.
basically, like, because they have to custom make these overnight. But
Yep.
Okay. So, is that all of our stuff then?
Yep.
yes, I believe we'll go find Madame Clara at the bar area.
Oh, wait, hold on. Kobold with the wound. Hold on a second.
Xavier.
Yes, Xavier. I've just finished my 3rd glass of wine for the morning, and I've been struck with an idea.
Oh no.
And I point to Fox and I say, he's ordered some fancy thing from you. What are you doing with his old armor?
Well, you see, as it seems that whatever magic allows Sir Tavro to enlarge himself has worn off on the armor a little bit, so we believe that we will be able to, with some modifications, shape this to one of our demon hordes. They're very difficult to work with as the anatomy
I'm
doesn't
Fox.
quite match.
Not the big boy. Fox. The guy behind him.
Oh!
Not that guy, the guy on his back.
Yes, if he no longer desires his chainmail, then we'll simply polish it up and bring it to the armory for checkout for anyone else who needs it. But also he's welcome to keep it for himself if he desires.
Could you tailor it to fit me?
I don't see why not, with a bit of effort. Yes, if you already have the chain shirt, we can do the modifications to fit you properly for free, as long as Sir Fox is willing to part with it.
Well, if he takes off some of the bigger pieces, I think I might be able to fit that underneath here.
Very well.
My old friend, I say as I sort of like jingle my chain mail, which has like a couple of gold coins like threaded into it.
Yeah. And they kind of just like take it and they go, "Oh, thank you for the tip."
You may fashion it for Asher.
Yes, so we will properly set this up for you. So we'll be by to take some measurements and make sure that we are able to properly hem it. Are you looking for any particular color scheme or style?
Is that something you can do?
But of course.
Just, you can just leave it the way it is. As long as it fits with underneath my coat and will stop another arrow from puncturing my skin, it would be preferable.
Maintain its Orzhov shine.
Yes, sure, that.
Very well. We will
Certain
simply shape it to your measurements and polish it up.
That would be agreeable. Do you need my measurements?
Yes, so we will be coming by after the day's activities to take measurements for the entire party. It will allow us to prepare, begin some of the initial metalworking, and then make things particular for your group overnight so that you may have them first thing in the morning.
Excellent. I'll have my medical supplies ready for you.
Very good. And, yeah, so, Katie, as you retroactively say that you want to spend the 500 gold on a cloak of protection, they say, "Cool, we'll make a second one." And then, now I believe if that is all, we will go off to find Madame Clara and see if she is desiring of anything. Anything before we bid you adieu and come back later for measurements?
That'll be it, I think.
It's been a pleasure doing business. And they start walking, and Clara, you are currently in a drinking contest with a gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
There's a
And you
gelatinous
see-
cube here?
That's what you think at first. Out of character, it is a plasmoid.
There's a
but in-
plasmoid here?
There is one at the bar, and it is throwing back shots against the returned daughter of the noble house.
This is like Clara tasted alcohol for the first time and now is going on like a binge.
You know, to be clear, you're about to give me a Constitution saving throw, and this is to see how long you can keep this up. Regardless, you're getting sick tonight.
You've just given me an ethical debate.
But yes, you can all seek out. You can all seek out Clara if you want.
What?
You can all seek out Clara if you want. You know that she was heading to the bar.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm interested in.
And now I want to keep an eye out for Yovas.
All right, so last you saw Yovas, they were in the pit playing on some of the fights, and you go back to like the garden area where they were set up earlier, and you do not see that they have returned. So it is, you haven't been up here for super long. It's a somewhat safe assumption that they're still kind of in like the performer area of the fighting pits.
Gotcha.
Performer as in musical, not as in fighter.
Yes, I understand.
And then, but yeah, so anybody who goes to the bar area sees as a group of people are just watching and cheering along as Clara and this strange humanoid ooze are pounding back shots. And somehow the goblin is still standing when the ooze loses a bit of its humanoid form and kind of just slumps into this goopy pile and starts to slide away, and a series of cheers goes up as Clara wins the drinking contest against something that by all means should not be able to be out drunk. And around this time,
that's right. Who wants a piece of this? As she's like flexing her non-existent muscles.
Can we all see that happen?
if you head to the bar, then yes, you kind of
Yeah, I
walk
do.
in as the competition ends and the ooze kind of like slumps and slithers off as
did
Clara
just
starts
say-
cheering.
I did just say I finished my third glass of wine. I think I needed a refill.
Yep,
So-
that's fair.
I barely drank it all.
So I can see all this happen.
You can see that happen.
So Escher runs up and goes, "Don't worry, everybody, I can help him. I'm a doctor," and runs straight to the ooze.
And it's just like on the floor. It's like trying to find like a corner to kind of like relax, like rest up in. And as you get to it, it just kind of like it just reached the wall. And as you get to it, it kind of just like gurgles at you.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna let anybody else do whatever they're gonna do because I think what I'm about to do is about to be unethical.
Are you
So
about to take a sample of him?
Please do not drink the plasmoid.
I have so many questions. I didn't think this existed.
Dude,
This
Simic experiments are fucking wild.
There,
actually-
I've never seen this happen before.
Yeah, it probably wasn't in your lab, but this seems to be a Simic experiment that you are not familiar with.
Yeah.
You do know that there are experiments done on oozes, and sometimes the creatures you experiment on escape. You are not aware of any that have become humanoid.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to be taking a sample and stealing a piece of it, but also actually trying to help it and get it back so I can speak to it. So
Fair enough. So give me a medicine check. This thing is like quite literally too drunk to resist as you just take a little vial of its goop and then you start to treat it. This is going to be a very difficult medicine check as you have no fucking clue what this thing's anatomy is. But
good thing I'm very good at medicine.
as the group enters the bar and Clara is getting patted on the back and like now a Minotaur is like getting ready to sit down across from her. Clara, this is your fourth challenger. You are, you know what? A nat 1 kind of makes sense on that. This is your fourth challenger. The blood magic that you have begun to learn is like barely sustaining you. You don't understand what's going on anymore. You are blasted out of your mind, but you are conscious and you know that you can drink. And around this time, one of the well-dressed kobolds comes up to you and goes, Madam, before you continue with your drinking, would you like any new armor? We've been fitting out the rest of your party, and we can come by for measurements later, but is there anything that you'd like us to make or fit for you?
No, yeah, give me a sec to think. I need something stronger than this, and she's like patting her chest.
It's me.
Is there some fancy like like Formith has on his body, but put it on my body? Trying to describe scale mail.
Yeah, so, he doesn't wear scale mail. He is covered in scales.
I know he's actually covered in scales, but Clara's just like, yeah, just put his body on my body.
Yeah, you have... Is scale mail medium or heavy armor? I forget.
Medium.
Medium.
Yeah, okay.
Medium.
And they go, very well. And I'm sorry, are you looking for actual scales or of the metallic variety?
Oh no, please don't take it. Don't pull his scales off. That would be really bad. No, just make them out of the metal. That's fine.
And you see as the one next to Xavier kind of just like lets out a sigh of relief. He goes, "Very well, we'll be by for your fitting later this afternoon. Enjoy your contest." And they kind of like walk away as this Minotaur slides in next to you and goes, "I'm gonna outdrink you, little girl."
Waiter!
And I need you to give me... Yeah, I need you to give me a fucking Constitution saving throw as the SpongeBob gets drunk at Weenie Hut Junior's happens.
Yeah!
Jesus fucking Christ!
Also, did you just say Weenie Hut Juniors, you fucking idiot?
I don't fucking remember what it was from the
Weenie Hut
SpongeBob.
Juniors.
No, this guy doesn't remember that. It's
Oh, it's the
fucking
Goofy
Goober.
Goobers. Goofy Goobers.
No, Weenie Hut Juniors is from the
From the
what is
Tough Guy
salty
episode,
spit-
yep.
Yeah, it's the salty spittoon episode.
Oh.
You buffoon! You absolute mongrel!
Yeah, you're canceled as DM now.
Yep,
No,
I'm
you are,
so
you're wrong.
sorry.
Zach was right.
No, it's Goofy
No,
Goober. I said Goofy Goober.
It's Goofy. Brian was right. I was wrong.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh, hold on a second. This is important.
Goofy Goober
scene
is
where they're
from the
drunk
Sponge.
is at
Yeah.
Goofy Goobers.
Yes. The scene where they are drunk
Yeah.
is Goofy Goobers from the SpongeBob movie, the original
Yeah.
SpongeBob movie. Weenie Hut Juniors is from the Tough Guy episode where they're trying to get into the Salty Spittoon, and they say, "You belong at Weenie Hut Juniors instead," and he cries there, but he did not get drunk.
It's still real.
It's still real. I just
but
said,
that's not.
yeah, like fucking Taco Bell's real. If I said he got drunk at Taco Bell, I'd still be wrong.
Yeah, there. See,
I
Goofy
wanted
Goober
to talk
hat.
to Taco Bell.
But the Minotaur sits down across from you, takes this shot, and literally one shot in, he takes the shot and just tips backwards on the chair and passes out as Clara slams down another and goes, "Next challenger!"
And I would hope the room's erupting like, Clara, Clara, Clara. And I assume, like my friends are just rolling their eyes, especially Kai.
You kidding me? I want to sit across from you and keep drinking.
Yeah, you know what? Tavro is your next challenger.
Yes.
Every time Clara goes to drink another, Kai's just like, maybe to. Okay.
Both of you have a Constitution saving throw roll-off.
Clara, please.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fucking hell! It takes a few drinks for both of you, but Tavro, you have no fucking clue how. Clara just drank you under the table after about 5 minutes of pounding shots.
It's that new blood. I am
Yeah,
too
your blood is much
powerful.
more pure than any normal person.
Well, fuck.
Uh-oh.
At this point, Clara, you just outdrank multiple Minotaurs and an ooze. At this point, you can no longer continue. You have beaten every single challenger that you have drank against, but in your state, you are now too delirious to be able to see the cup in front of you, and now have decided you will retire as champion instead of continuing to drink and knowing that you will fail.
Start making death saving throws.
You know, Clara's gonna have a level of exhaustion tomorrow for the hangover.
Oh fuck.
Are there any just not like the full size ones, but are there any decent sized casks just lying around?
Yeah, like this is the most well-stocked bar you've ever seen, including Wyron's Tavern.
Oh yeah. If I can, I'm gonna go up to not like the huge ones, but just a decent sized cask, and just heave it over my shoulder. And if anyone says anything, I just go for performance later, and just walk away.
Literally nobody questions you. Like,
Yes.
you are not the first person to just pick up one of the kegs and walk out with it. This is the Rakdos. There are no laws.
Yes.
But Clara, as you drink everyone under the table, and you all have your little shopping spree, and you find out the actual next steps that you are to achieve, I think that is a good place to call the session. Sorry, Escher, let's wrap up with you first, and then we can call the session.
With me?
Ooze
did I do?
boy. Ooze boy.
Oh yeah, no, he's out. I can't fucking fix him. I'm just gonna try and find a bucket to scoop him into.
Yeah, no, so this is going to be a one other medicine check, because I want to see what you actually get from his body.
Oh, I took a little vial and I just kind of scooped a piece of it up.
Right, but like, depending on which part you scooped, the results are different.
Ah. Much better.
Yeah, so you have no idea how to fix this thing. So you get it into like you get like one of the empty casks and kind of scoop him in so that he has a place where he's not just gonna like seep away while he reforms. But you do notice, even in this ooze, just throughout various parts, it's mostly homogeneous, but the bacteria can sense it. You sense one of the sections where the neurons are held, and you're able to get a vial of that.
Oh, sorry, Chief, that's mine.
So, yeah, you can put a vial of plasmoid sentience into your inventory.
It already was.
Right,
Well,
but
technically,
just note that it is note that it is a conscious part of it.
Yeah.
Not just a piece of goop.
Yeah, I already had a vial of plasmoid. And you said that there was like a cask of an empty cask that I can kind of scoop them up into, right?
Yeah, that doesn't require a medicine check or anything. That just requires a few minutes of honest scooping.
For future reference, then, the bucket of plasmoid is going to be staying in my inventory until it regains consciousness. I'm considering it mine now until somebody tells me otherwise.
So this is one of those things where you can take it with you. It was a humanoid-sized thing. You need a full-on keg. You can bring it with you, but it's not just like sitting in your inventory. You have to consider how you want to bring that with you.
Oh no, I'm fully aware of that. I know that this is big, and he's using both hands, lugging this thing around. It's not easy. My strength is not very high.
But yeah, for now, you're able to just like bring it upstairs and put it in Clara's room.
Oh, see, I would say Clara would walk up and be like, yummy soup, and stick her finger in it and then slurp it up.
You know,
oh no, he'd bat your hand away immediately. Be like, don't touch him!
Yeah. To be clear, it is a very good thing you said that, because otherwise, someone would have accidentally drank him.
Yeah, I'm protecting this thing at all costs. Nobody touches it.
And Tavro goes to the garden to await his performance.
Yeah, Clara would just go find Kai and just, like, hang on him and be like, Mr. Kai, you're such a good friend.
Right. Does anybody else have anything they would like to do or say before we wrap up the session?
So, I just want to know, is it safe to assume that at some point, Kai's gonna let us know kind of what he was talking to the other guy about?
Yeah. To metagame a little bit, the only other thing that happens before you get tailored and a long rest is Tavro gets his concert.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if Kai was gonna tell us that now, or if he was gonna wait until like tomorrow to tell us.
I would assume that it's like after, because as far as I know, you don't have group telepathy. So I'm going to assume he waits until it's like safe and secure at night, but Kai can override me if he decides to blurt it out in public.
Well, more of like, I didn't know if he was going to tell us tonight after the party, or he was going to wait till everybody's level-headed, in a better state of mind tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. We can figure that out next session.
Okay, because that's going to determine my reaction.
Yeah, sorry, had a call real quick.
How dare you?
I heard my name mentioned. What was I doing or not doing?
Escher was curious
was
of
asking
whether
when
you
you're
were
gonna
telling them
tell.
about the Demir stuff.
Oh, we are
Yeah.
not going to be in public when I say that.
Yeah, but like, are you gonna tell us like before we take a long rest, or are you gonna tell us that like tomorrow when everybody's kind of together and
Does it
more
matter?
You know what? I
in
will
light?
tell people individually as they're able to comprehend it.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Like Clara, Tavro, and Escher, I'll tell you in the morning. Fox, we can stay up and chat. And Gideon.
Sleepover, sleepover.
Now, once again, Chlora goes to sleep while the rest of them share their secrets. Alright, I am going to cut the recording. That is a good place to wrap it up, I think.
Bye, Justin.